If you had a cure for an illness that was based on research and science, would you keep it to yourself or would you let as many people as possible know about it? Most of us would answer this question with the response, let as many people as possible know about it. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I am letting everyone know that there is a cure for children who can't read well. And I want everyone to know that there is an answer to the illness that prevents children from being unable to read well from an early age. That cure is called phonemic awareness. And if you want to find out more about it, join me in exploring my web based learning tool called Phonemic Awareness Facts for Early Reading and Writing Rewards. This web based learning tool is designed for parents and educators. And I just want to welcome you this evening, and I want you to join me in taking a tour around my web based learning tool to see what it has to offer you. I want to start first by really looking at the overview, giving you an overview of what this web based learning tool has to offer. These learning modules that you will be able to go through will help you to learn about the important skill of phonemic awareness. These modules are directed towards educators and parents of preschool to kindergarten age children, or anyone who wants to support their child in developing the skills necessary for becoming a strong early reader. The modules will help you to understand and increase your knowledge as to why phonemic awareness is an important skill that needs to be developed in a child's early years. You will learn why this skill is an important part of a child's successful development of reading and writing skills, and you will also understand what role you can play in helping your child to develop strong phonemic awareness skills. And you'll even be able to help your child practice some phonemic awareness tasks that they need to learn and that you'll be able to work through in these modules. So what are the learning goals related to this module? Well, I'm hoping that after you complete the lessons and modules in the activities and lessons in each module, you will have a good understanding of the following learning goals. I'm hoping that you'll be able to define the term phonemic awareness. You'll be able to describe how it's best developed in young children. And then you might be able to implement different activities that will influence your child's ability to read and write. I hope you'll learn how phonological awareness, phonics, and phonemic awareness all fit together. And hopefully you'll become familiar with some of the videos that are related to phonemic awareness skills. Lastly, you'll be introduced to some resources along the way. To start off with, though, I want you to be able to share your response about how you feel or what you know so far about phonemic awareness. And as you go along throughout this web-based learning tool modules, you will have opportunities to give your response or give your opinion about certain questions that are asked to you in this module. So you're going to be able to do that. And when this web-based learning tool goes live, you will be able to access the links that allow you to go and take a poll and share your feelings about what you already know about phonemic awareness. And again, you will have opportunities to do short activities. This one is at the bottom is a short quiz that will test your knowledge of phonemic awareness to start before you even do any of the modules. Once you have finished doing that, I want you to head back up to the top of this web-based learning tool, and you can begin your first module. And all you have to do is click on that module, and it will take you to your first set of activities and learning about what phonemic awareness is. I want to read just one of my favorite quotes by Kosloff, and he wrote this in 2002, and it says, if a child memorizes 10 words, the child can only read 10 words, but if the child learns the sounds of 10 letters, the child will be able to read 353 3 sound words, 4,324 sound words, and 21,655 sound words. And so I want you to be able to reflect on that quote. And again, you'll have another little task to do where you will be able to share your feelings about what that quote means to you. And then you'll begin to gather some information about phonemic awareness. You'll be introduced to phonemic awareness, and you'll be able to watch some videos about this topic. And embedded in the videos will be some questions that you can ask that just help you to consolidate your learning about the concepts that are being presented to you. Again, you'll have an opportunity to share your thoughts about what you have seen and what you have learned in this first section of Module 1. And you will be able to post your response to a Padlet board. And then you will go on to the next section. You'll head back to the top again and be able to go on to the next section of Module 1. And Module 1 is also going to be talking to you a lot about phonemic awareness and its connection to reading. And so you will be able to build some connections here in this section of the module. You'll view some videos. You'll be introduced to some basic reading models that are very prevalent today and give you a clearer understanding of how phonemic fits into reading comprehension. You'll be able to explore and gather some information. Another reading model that you will be exposed to. It'll help in your understanding of why phonemic awareness is so important. And again, you'll be able to share your thoughts. Okay. Heading up again to the top, you will continue on to some more activities in the modules, and this module will be talking about how phonemic awareness connects to writing, and so you're going to be expanding your knowledge about that. Again, doing some processing about some information, and then being exposed to some demonstrations about how phonemic awareness can support writing. We'll also talk about at this point in the web-based learning tool about phonemic awareness and phonics and what that connection is and how are those terms all different. Again, you'll be presented with a model that relates to writing and connects writing and reading together. Again, always I want to hear you share your thinking in each one of these modules. And when you share your thinking, you will also be able to see what other people have gotten from going through these modules. You'll go on to the next module. This is Module 2. And Module 2 will take you through some learning about the phonological awareness and the phonemic awareness continuum. And so you'll be able to look at some concepts that are presented here and view some tools that are helpful if you want to be able to do more with phonemic awareness with your own students or with your own children. Again, you'll be given an opportunity to reflect, and you'll be able to share your reflection. And then the second part of Module 2 is kind of the section that I'm most excited about, and it's where you get to be exposed to some phonological tasks that actually help you and your students or you and your own child improve your phonemic awareness skills. And I am just going to show you one of them. They're actually practice videos that you can do with your students or you can do with a child just to help them learn some of the phonemic tasks that they need to be able to have mastery at in order to be strong readers and writers. And I'll just give you a quick example of one of them. See if I can get one of them going for you so you can see what that's all about.
Hi! Okay, everybody. The English language has many words like this. Huh, so many words. And every word can be split into parts. We call these parts syllables. Syllables. A word could have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or even more syllables.
Could a word have 1,000,000 syllables?
No, that is too many syllables.
What about 4 syllables?
Yes, I already said that. Ha! No more questions. Anyway, a syllable is like a beat. Do you know what a beat is? Drummer! Please play a beat. Thank you. That is a good beat. You can make a beat by clapping your hands. Now get those hands up. Let's practice one beat. Okay, ready? Here we go. Clap.
And so this is actually a practice video that you can do and follow along with the instructions of that video. And that gives your child or student an opportunity to practice that phonemic or phonological skill or task of syllables and being able to make sure, especially your really young students, and I'm talking about kindergarten to grade 1 students. They're the students that if we are able to teach them strong phonemic awareness skills, that it will really stand them in good stead in becoming strong readers and writers. And so there are a number of different practice tasks that you can go through with the student, with your child, with yourself, just to see how different teachers actually teach these phonemic awareness skills. As an educator, it's good to know what some of these skills mean and how you actually implement them in a class with students, so you are able to go through all of those. At the end of Module 2 and in the final section, you will get to look at another post-assessment. And as you go through all of those information pieces, those videos, and you're learning more facts and information about phonemic awareness, by the time you get to the end of all these modules, I want you to test yourself and see what have you learned from going through all of these modules. And I sort of end this whole web-based learning tool with what I call a call to action. And my call to action is I want to share with you a piece written by an 18-year-old high school student who had always struggled with his ability to be able to read, and why I feel it's so important that we as educators, as parents, have to make sure that we do whatever we can to make sure that we give children a strong foundation for phonemic awareness skills, so they don't have to experience what this young man has experienced in high school at 18 years old. And I'm just going to read to you a letter he wrote in a journal that his teacher received. Today I was so embarrassed in English that I never want to go to English class again. When you said you were going to pass out the paper back out, and I know it was going to be bad. I can't figure out, but the loudest kid in the class always get my paper. She make fun of my spelling and calls my name out in front of the whole class. And then she keeps pointing at me. My spelling mistakes, my missed words, and all the kids around her laugh and look at me. This is not the first time I have been embarrassed in class. I hate popcorn reading, and I just sit there and freak out and can't listen to the story. And then a kid calls on me, and I have to say pass or just turn red in my face. I hate English, and I hate thinking about it. These journals don't help me, and I hate doing them. I'm not going to go to be a writer as my job, so there's no point in it. Spelling and reading are my disabilities, and I get no help to get any better in it. The school doesn't help me, and that's why I hate school and all the kids who laugh at me. School just hurts me. And I've held on to this letter because I think it's so tragic that students have to get to the point where they haven't had support in developing strong reading and writing skills, and just really through help through this simple concept of phonemic awareness, and that we can make such a difference in students' lives by being able to do that for them. So my hope is that after you've gotten some information about the skill of phonemic awareness, you will help fight the illness of readers who are unable to read well and are struggling with reading, and you can give them an opportunity and a way out. You can give them the cure. And so I hope you take what you've learned in these web-based learning tools and you take it and apply it to someone else and help another child, your grandchild, another student, or anyone else that you know so that they can develop into strong readers and writers. I end my web-based learning tool with this quote, and I love it. Books can be dangerous. The best one should be labeled, "This could change your life," because it's truly true. Reading can change your life, not for worse, like this poor boy in high school experience, but for the better. Thank you very much for listening and joining me in exploring my web-based learning tool.